Hello, this is Blue Leader, and we're here in Irvine, California, where they have a total of 12 Superchargers. Thanks a lot for hanging out with us. Let me give you my initial impressions of the Supercharger and the surrounding area. Initial thoughts. First thought, you're in the back, far away from the rest of the shops and awesome restaurants at this shopping center. There's also another set of Superchargers on the south side of this shopping center. So you've got plenty of Supercharger options, but you're tucked away in the back. You'll have to take a walk a few hundred feet to hit your super destination. Initial feelings. I've got a little bit feeling of isolation because you're away from where everyone is hanging out at this shopping center. A lot of awesome Asian eateries. But in the evening time, which transitions right into initial concerns, it should be well lit because I do see a lot of LED lights here that should pop during the evening time. Plus you're in Irvine, so you're not going to get a lot of trouble in this part of town. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. Please continue to show the support by hitting the like and the subscribe. And if you know anyone that wants to hang with us, make sure you share the content over with them. Thank you so much, and hang tight for the guest review.
This is by far my favorite Supercharger. I mean, it's the strongest power one, so 250. I literally work for like right next door, so its convenience factor is maximum for me essentially. So, and then as well as there's a two-part lot. There's this lot, and then if you head down just over there, there's another lot as well. So, abundant space. If you go to the ones closer to where I'm from, they're usually packed up. They're usually in like compact areas, but that's kind of why I favor this one. I pull out the bamboo pillow that I got in my back and I take a nap sometimes. The go-to is usually like Netflix or Hulu or something along those lines. But now I usually charge while I'm on my lunch, so just try to take a nap, eat. It's nice to sit in the AC as the car is running too. So we're actually surrounded by a good amount of like Asian demographic food. I sometimes go, more often than not, I usually just hit the 99 Ranch and pick up their hot meals. Sometimes they have sushi, sometimes they have like teriyaki plates, something along those lines. So I like things like that. Like I said, it's more a convenience factor for me. But there's also like a ton of other things around here. So
now, Nahar, if there was no Supercharger here, would you still come back to this parking lot?
If I was in the area, 100%, I would say so.
Now, do you drive your Tesla a lot?
Too much.
Now, what's the furthest road trip you've taken your Tesla Model Y?
I used to live up north, so I was coming down almost every weekend. So I was staying in like San Fran area.
So northern to Southern California?
Northern to Southern California, exactly.
How long did it take you to drive from Northern to Southern California?
So I'd probably say about 6 hours, and then with charging included, probably have to stop and charge at least twice. Make it maybe 7 just to be convenient.
How was the ride?
The smoothest drive I've ever had. So, I mean, I've had a bountiful amount of other vehicles, and nothing really drives as smooth, nor do you feel like as safe as in a Tesla. And worst comes to worst, you're tired of driving, just put it in auto drive. So
I'm wondering, Nahar, do you plan on keeping your Tesla for a long time?
That's tough to say. Me getting out of a Tesla market is just the fact of how much they've depreciated.
So I'm wondering, if you kept your Tesla for a long time and the battery degraded to a point where you would need to replace it, would you pay to replace the battery?
Man, that's a tough question. Probably not, to be honest, just because the price of the replacement, if I were to go through Tesla, is around the same price that, I mean, it's obviously less, but you know, it's around the same price that I would turn my vehicle in for. But if it happens like a newer Tesla that I had or something that just didn't have so many miles, probably.
Excellent. Before we take off, do you have any final words of wisdom for the people out there?
Take advantage of your auto steer. Whether you have auto steer or if you have the enhanced autopilot, take advantage of it, man, because people usually get scared and they have it and they just don't end up using it. But use it, man. I think it's the best. I honestly can't lie. I can't tell you the amount of times that like it's come in handy for me. I drive late night a lot too, so I'm tired. I drive early mornings and I'm tired, so it's kind of nice to. I usually get driving anxiety. I get that a lot. but not with this car. And it feels nice to have the option to just take your hands off and let the car do the work.
Very good. Thank you so much for your time. We'll see you later, okay?
Thank you, brother.
Now, Nahar, I'm wondering, what do you think about Elon Musk?
I love the guy. You know, I follow him on a few different social media outlets, so I think he's just more of a personality that I like. I think he's a funny guy. You know, he doesn't take life too seriously, but at the same time, he's still innovative, and you know, that's kind of how I strive to be.